So we need to find the equation of conic where focus is 12/8 and directrix is x equal to -2. So the directrix will be the line x equal to -2 and focus will be at the point 12/8. The parabola should be on the right side of the line x equal to -2, and the directrix here will be, so the directrix will be x equal to h minus p, so that will be equal to -2, and focus will be h plus pk, so h plus pk will be equal to 12/8. So we will get k equal to 8, and we have h plus p equal to 12, h minus p equal to -2. So when we add this equation, we will get 2h equal to 10. So therefore h will be equal to 5. So that will be the h value. And if h is equal to 5, so from the first equation we will get p equal to 7. So that will be the values of h, k and p. So therefore the equation of parabola will be x equal to 1 by 4p. 4p will be 28, y minus k whole square, so we will get y minus 8 whole square plus h, so h will be equal to 5. So that will be the equation of the parabola. Next we need to find the equation of an ellipse with center at 1, 2 and vertex at 4, 2, and that contains a point 1, 3. So the vertex will be at 1, 2, and center will be at 1, 2, and vertex will be at 4, 2. So that will be one of the vertex. So this will be the major axis. Um, so major axis will be having length, or a value will be equal to 3, and we will have h center is 1, 2, so h will be equal to 1 and k will be equal to 2. So the equation will be x minus 3 whole square, x minus h is 1, so x minus h whole square by 3 square plus y minus 2 whole square by b square is equal to 1. And we are given that the ellipse contains a point 1, 3, so it passes through the point 1, 3. So when we substitute x equal to 1 and y equal to 3, so this term becomes 0. So 3 minus 2 will be 1, so we will get 1 by b square equal to 1. So we will get b square equal to 1. So therefore the required equation will be x minus 1 whole square by 3 square plus y minus 2 whole square by 1 equal to 1. So that will be the equation of the conic. Next one, ellipse with foci 2, 7 and -2, 7, and the length of the major axis is 6. So length of the major axis is 6. That means 2a will be equal to 6. So a will be equal to 3. So foci will be 2, 7 and -2, 7. So these will be the two foci. This will be the point 2, 7, and this will be -2, 7. And since the major axis has length 6, so this will be the length of the major axis. So the midpoint of the major axis will be the center of the ellipse. So that is going to be, so the center y coordinate will be 7. So we will be getting 0, 7. So that will be the value of hk, and 0, 7 will be the center, and the foci will be h plus or minus aek. So h will be equal to 0, so ae will be equal to 2. So that will be root of a square minus b square. So we will get 2 square equal to, so a square will be 9, so 9 minus b square. So we will get b square equal to 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. So we have got A, B and HK. So the equation of ellipse will be so that will be x minus h, so that is x minus 0 whole square by a square will be 3 square plus y minus 7 whole square by b square will be 5 equal to 0. So that will be x square by 9 plus y minus 7 whole square by 5, sorry that's not 0, equal to 1. So that will be the equation of the required ellipse. Question number 21. The cables of suspension bridge are in the shape of a parabola. The towers supporting the cables are 400 feet apart and 100 feet tall. If the supporting cable that runs from tower to tower is only 30 feet from the road at its closest point, find the length of one of the vertical support cables, that is 60 feet from the towers. So we are given a parabola like this. So this will be the center of the parabola. Now the closest point will be 30 feet from the road. So center of the parabola will be, vertex of the parabola will be at the point 0, 30. Now we are having total length of 400. So here we have a length of 400. So this end will be, so this distance will be 200 and this distance will be 200, and the height at that point will be 100 feet. So we will have two coordinates here. So we will have 200, 100 as one point, and minus 200, 100 will be another point on the parabola. So now we need to find what is the height of the point which is at a distance of 60 feet from one of the vertical from one of the end. So here we will have, so this is a point 0, and here the total length in this side is 200. So here the x coordinate will be 140. So we need to find what is the y coordinate at this point. Now parabola will have a general equation y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So we need to find the coordinates values of a, b and c. Now since it passes through 0, 30, we will get 30 equal to, so substituting x equal to 0, so we will get c equal to 30. So the equation reduces to y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Now 200, 100 is a point on the parabola. So we will get 100 equal to a 200 square plus b into 200 plus 30, and again this is also a point. So we will get again 100 equal to a minus 200 whole square minus 200 b plus 30. So when we add both equations, we will get 200 equal to, so we will get 2a 200 square plus 60 will come. So that will be 140 equal to 2a 200 square. So we will get a equal to 140 by 2 will be 70. So 70 by 200 square will be, so this will be the value. So a will be equal to 7 by 4000. So that will be the value for a, and similarly the value for b will be, so we have got a value, so substituting into one of the equations we can obtain the b values, or if we subtract both the equations we will get b value. So we will get 0 equal to, so this term will go off, and we will get 0 equal to, so this difference will be equal to 0, 400, b will come again this difference also will be 0, so we'll get b equal to 0. So we'll have y equal to 7 by 4000 x square plus 30. Now when x is equal to 140, so we'll get y equal to 7 into 140 square by 4000 plus 30, and upon simplifying this, so we'll get y equal to 64.3. So the required length will be the length will be 64.3 feet. So that will be the required value. So in question number 22, the figure below shows the specification for an elliptical ceiling in a hall designed to be a whispering gallery. In a whispering gallery, a person standing at one focus of the ellipse can whisper and can be heard by another person standing at the other focus, because all the sound waves that reach the ceiling from one focus are reflected to the other focus. If the hall below is 140 feet in length and 30 feet tall, ceiling at its highest point, how far from the ends, how far from the end walls will the focal points be? So we need to basically find what is this distance. So this distance. So let us take the center to be 0, 0, and we are given the length of the hall is 140 feet. So this length is 140, and this height from this point to this point will be 30 feet. So the major axis will have a length of 140, that is 2a will be equal to 140. So we will have a equal to 70, and this will be the half of minor axis. So this will be b value. So b will be equal to 30, and if this is 0, the distance up to the focus will be equal to AE. So AE will be root of a square minus b square. So that will be equal to root of 70 square minus 30 square. So we'll get root of, so this will be 4900 minus 900. So we'll get 4000. So that will be 10 root 40, or that will be equal to, so that will be 10. So we can take a 4 outside from the square root, so we will get 20 root 10. So the length AE will be 20 root 10, and this total length from this point to this point will be 70. So the required length will be, so the length we need will be 70 minus AE. So that will be 70 minus 20 root 10. So that will be the required length. Next problem, we need to determine how many places the following two conics intersect at, and if they intersect, find the points of intersection. So if we take the values here, so we'll get 3 x minus y equal to 6, or that will give x minus y equal to 2. So we'll get x equal to 2 plus y. So upon substituting into the first equation, so we'll get 2 plus y whole square plus y square equal to 34. So expanding this, we'll get 4 plus 4y plus y square equal to 34. So that will be 2y square plus 4y. 4 minus 34 will come, so that will be minus 30 equal to 0. So we can cancel out 2. So we will get y square plus 2y minus 15 equal to 0. So that will be y plus 5 into y minus 3 equal to 0. So we will get y equal to 3 and minus 5. And when y equal to 3, corresponding x value will be 2 plus y. So that will be 5, and when y is equal to minus 5, x value will be 2 minus 5, so which is minus 3. So they will intersect at 2 points, and the points will be 5, 3 and minus 3, minus 5.